A brand new update for the Mate 60 Pro HarmonyOS 5.0.1.130 is out. It's, I think, the first glimpse into HarmonyOS 5.1, and I will present to you the new features. One of the cool new features is that in videos you now have this button here in the gallery where you can just turn the video to play it back. So it's a very nice feature, so you don't have to rely on the rotation. You can just press on this button to show your videos in landscape mode. When you have an image in a gallery, just like I have the changelog here, I can edit this, and I have now the possibility to click on mosaic to create a mosaic for it, or I can doodle around with it if I want to. So there's the markup, and then I have all the markup tools here. So I have the possibility to just mark things with a pen, just like I want it. So this is possible now as well. When you go to your system settings and you go to biometrics and screen lock, there's a new option that allows you to access the control panel while the system is locked. So let's do it. System is locked and I'm in the lock screen and I still access this. I cannot swipe over to notifications, however. If you don't like this, you can of course go into your settings and then you can disable this option. Talking about swiping over from the control center to your notifications, if I am in my control center, previously I could only swipe from here to go to see my notifications, but now I can swipe from everywhere to my notifications. And as you saw, there was a slight bug with the clock not showing, so this shows that's still a beta version for the Mate 60 Pro. But yeah, you can see the notifications, and you can see that I get notifications from Android applications as well, which is quite nice. So this is working more and more reliable with the container. Then in Notepad, we now have the possibility to go to more and we can export, and here we can choose doc format as well. So if you want to export it to someone who's reading Microsoft Doc format, you have the ability to do so now here as well. And when we go back, we can just go in here and say add a log, and then we can access this notification only by typing in a PIN. Otherwise, regarding the Android applications, I did not notice much of improvements running them in the container. So if you have YouTube running, it's still not the possibility to minimize the window into the corner, for example, or to multitask with other native applications. So this is sadly not possible. However, when you are in certain applications, the share menu allows you now to share within the container files and folders and so on, which is, I think, a nice addition. Sadly, like for Twitter here, it's like showing the inbuilt share menu, I think, but you have the ability to share to the applications that are available here on the system. In regards to language and region, add language sadly only provides the languages that we know already that came from the start with HarmonyOS Next or 5.0, so nothing really new here. And then we talk about the Celia keyboard, no update for it. So these are the languages that are supported. So for my Arabic speaking friends, no, Arabic is still not available here. The closest that you can get is with Uyghur probably. That has some Arabic kind of characters, but yeah, might be a bit of limited. So you have to still wait for the Arabic keyboard to arrive. And if you update and you're wondering what's happening, why I don't see my files in the Android applications, this was like a feature that they already did. When you go into the applications, like here, first of all, easy transfer, for example, asking for notifications. Then you get a notification that it's not allowed. So you have to allow the access to files and folders. And why is that the case? Because it's resetting every 30 days. So if I authorize here, it was in the past that it's resetting every 30 days. And if you don't use this very often, like I am on my Mate 60 Pro, I have to do it every 30 days, remind myself to do it. And the best is like when I get a new update to just update it. Otherwise, Easy Abroad is working as ever, so nothing really improved here. We have probably certain updates there that I have to install for some applications. There's still no possibility to say I want to update all of them, so I have to go one by one and click on update, which can be a bit cumbersome because it's a manual process, but at least you don't go through the installation wizard that will update it. You just can press take it as a game and press all of those icons that need an update, and then it will take care of the update. In regards to Celia, we can call it with a long press, but I don't see any big improvements here. Please tell me in English, when will it go? When will it rain?
Sure. Could you let me know
So,
which location you're asking about?
so we still have to ask for it to talk in English to you, otherwise it will start talking Chinese to you. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. And we have like this little plus button that allows us to use the camera now to identify certain objects. Like, let's try to identify this here and see if we can figure out what this is. And in a second, split second, probably it will search the image database. It's now connected to Chinese servers. This is why it's taking so long, but you can see it is detecting that this is a Xiaomi device, and probably also detecting Xiaomi 14, Xiaomi 15, the right one, Xiaomi 15 here. It is detecting the correct one. So yes, it is possible to use this, but the new intelligent features that Huawei presented on the HTC are coming for HarmonyOS 6. They're not available now for this version here. All in all, we get very solid improvements for the Mate 60 Pro regarding HarmonyOS 5.0.1. Still no indication that it's going to be global, at least not this one here. There are some indications that maybe the Pura 80 Ultra or Pro model might get a global release, but I'm not so sure about HarmonyOS Next being on it. I could imagine that there will be an announcement later this year eventually for maybe a HarmonyOS 6 on smartphones release next year globally eventually. But if you ask me, so far it didn't look very confident for me that there is a global version coming. They're making it a bit easier for us global users with the Android container and the possibility to integrate it a little bit better, but there's no big improvement or development that I see here from HarmonyOS sides or from Huawei side. I think it's more the third-party developers that are implementing new APIs that become available to make it a little bit easier here. So there's a nice integration into the app gallery. If you search for an application that is not available natively for HarmonyOS Next, it will show you the search results from Droid Tong, which is the Android container and which will then install the Android application for you on this device as long as it is compatible. That's it for my short little review of the new update for the Mate 60 Pro. I'm still waiting for the Pura X that is recording right now to get this update, maybe even a more refined version of this update, more optimized, maybe also for the smaller outer screen that allows us hopefully to run a little bit of the Android container application at one point, at least experimental on the outer screen as well. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, just put them down in the comment section. Until the next time, bye.